Dale, Megan Silks, Helen Clements, Lauren Alford, Sarah Alford, Hannah Larkin, Harold Lenachek, Lula Solomon-Rohr, and Lily Wagasback. Please remain standing for the procession of the 2023-2024 National Honor Society inductees. Cody March, Sydney Antonio, Brenna Bernard, Isabella Burke, Jackson Caldwell, Tacey Carter, Emily Chow, Joshua Curtin, Alex DeRobert, Alexander Guads, Liam Lawton, Jillian McFarland, Nathaniel Maroy, Hannah Peters, John Michael Waldron, and Owen Wild. As advisor of Maynard's chapter of National Honor Society, I will now light the candle which symbolizes the eternal light of knowledge. Please remain standing for the national anthem sung by Lily Wagasback.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last bleeding, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we lost were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, parents, family, friends, faculty, and administrators. My name is Sylvia Smith, and I am president of National Honor Society. I am pleased to welcome you to the 2023-2024 Maynard High School National Honor Society induction ceremony. I would like to congratulate all the present members of National Honor Society for maintaining the high academic and service standards necessary to stay in the selective group, and I would like to congratulate the inductees for achieving this great honor. Please welcome our principal, Ms. Elizabeth York, to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. I am so very honored to be here. My name's Elizabeth York, and I'm the principal of this small but mighty school. In front of you tonight, you see some of my students, the ones who have chosen to distinguish themselves in scholarship, to go out of their way to do service, to devote themselves to leadership. And I know many of them personally, and I can assure you they are characters. I know what you as parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, brothers and sisters have contributed to the young people's lives we see before us. It is a serious commitment to have a child be a serious scholar, take part in activities, show good character, and do the service necessary to be here tonight, joining an elite honor society. The students here choose to be here because they want to distinguish themselves. The light that we see before us is the light of knowledge. It is fire, and we do not have fire in schools lightly. We only have it for very deeply symbolic purposes. Fire separates man from primitive man. Fire makes us human. There are deep myths about the bringers of fire to humans. Many of the students probably know the myth of Prometheus, who created humans to be his sort of puppets in the earth, very much to spite the great god Zeus, and who stole fire from Mount Olympus and brought it to these humans. The humans then became like gods, able to cook food, able to make light at night, to bring light out of darkness. Fire is very deeply symbolic, and certainly symbolic of the knowledge that we wish to pass down from you as families, from us as scholars, to these young people, so that they can fight evil, not necessarily with weapons, but maybe with light and a book, like Atticus Finch himself, the hero of To Kill a Mockingbird, who took off to fight an angry mob with a lamp and a book. These are ancient ideas that we impart to you scholars tonight. And I ask you some questions you can think about as you hear about the 4 pillars. What kind of person do you want to be? What kind of impact do you want to have on the world? Tonight is a night of big questions about your life and your future. Do you think all the questions were over when you finished your NHS application? If you take NHS seriously, your questions have just begun. The Greek scholar and Latin scholar Plutarch said that the mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. I see all your minds as fire to be kindled. I hope that tonight ignites the fire in you to want to be better scholars, better leaders, servants of your fellow man, and to stay the characters you already are. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to the parents and grandparents, and enjoy this evening's ceremony.
Thank you, Mrs. York. I am Tessa Gilligan, Vice President of the National Honor Society. It is now time for the candle ceremony, which symbolizes the 4 qualities of National Honor Society membership. I would like to invite our tutoring coordinators, Helen Clements and Megan Silks, to light the candles.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one personal interest for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed, thus to lead is a vital charge to each of our members and to the candidates. I would now like to introduce the National Honor Society Vice President Tessa Gilligan.
Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives people individuality. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character which guides one through life and when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as reliability, honesty, and sincerity, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. I would now like to introduce National Honor Society Treasurer Henry Sullivan-Dale.
Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need, without monetary compensation or without recognition, is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow. I would now like to introduce National Honor Society Secretary Monica Kells.
Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success. It can only be acquired in one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we view the past and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the ability to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Now I call on the current member sponsors to introduce each 2023-2024 National Honor Society inductee. Inductees, please come forward when your name is called to receive your certificate. First up, Lily Wagisback.
Cody March. I, Lily Wagisback, am honored to induct Cody March into the National Honor Society. I had the pleasure of getting to know Cody while working with him at Erickson's Ice Cream. I witnessed firsthand his work ethic and that he always tries his absolute best to be his best self. A dedicated member of DECA, a rigorous student, and also a member of his class government serving as representative, he showcases his leadership capabilities. Cody is also a student athlete, a force on the court, a change maker in the community, and a great new addition to Maynard High School's National Honor Society. Congratulations, Cody.
I, Sylvia Smith, am pleased to induct Sydney Antonio into the National Honor Society. I have had the pleasure of getting to know Sydney throughout our time in Maynard Public Schools. Sydney is a hardworking, kind individual who provides passion and energy to every activity she participates in. A prime example of this is Sydney's involvement within the music community here at Maynard High School. Sydney is involved in jazz band, wind ensemble, chorus, madrigals, theater, a cappella, and music honor society. Sydney has shown immense talent in all of these activities, so much so that she has passed an audition in the Massachusetts Central District Choir. Sydney also holds leadership positions in numerous clubs that she is involved in and has excelled in her academics, so much so that she was granted the John and Abigail Adams Scholarship. On top of all of this, Sydney also is committed to 2 sports teams, both track and cross country. I know that Sydney will be an avid member of the National Honor Society because not only does she know leadership, service, and scholarship skills, but her character touches everyone she meets. Welcome to National Honor Society. Congratulations.
I, Tessa Gilligan, am pleased to be inducting Brenna Bernard into the National Honor Society. While I do not know Brenna well, I have been on her track team for a few years and have seen that she is an extremely respected, kind, and dedicated person. Her hardworking nature and willingness to continue to learn are just a few characteristics that have led Brenna to this induction. Her leadership abilities have been proven as she was voted co-captain of the field hockey team for the 2024-2025 season. She has proven her leadership skills not only in sports, but also in her commitment to maintain and improve the environment and nature of Student Council and the Student Advisory Committee. She has enthusiastically spent much of her time over the years volunteering at Maynard Food Pantry, helping with the backpack program, and participating in the Maynard Litter League. Brenna Bernard is an exemplar student, community member, and leader, and she will be a wonderful addition to the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Brenna.
I'm Monica Kells and pleased to induct Izzy Burke. I've known Izzy Burke for a while, and I really got to know her this past summer while we both worked at the same summer camp. Working alongside Izzy, I've been exposed to her generosity, dedication, and infectious energy. Not only is she enthusiastic and great with kids, she's also so creative and fun to be around. As well as being an amazing camp counselor, Izzy's also an incredible track athlete and involved student council member. Additionally, she's very dedicated to photography and graciously donated so much of her time this year to taking professional photos of all of our Maynard athletic teams. I cannot think of anyone who embodies the spirit of character and service more, and I'm so excited to welcome Izzy to NHS. NHS is lucky to have you. Congrats, Izzy.
I, Henry Sullivan Dale, am pleased to induct Jackson Caldwell into the National Honor Society. I've had the pleasure of being a teammate of Jackson on the track and varsity soccer teams for the last 3 years, and I can speak well of his leadership and positive attitude. I've also gone to see a more academic side of him during DECA Club, where he brings his bright personality to every single meeting. He has also shown confidence and leadership skills during the Beacon Santa Telethon, where he was a host, one of the most important and time-consuming positions. The telethon was a great success, a testament to Jackson's work ethic and determination. I know that for these reasons, Jackson will be a great addition to the National Honor Society. Congrats, Jackson.
I'm Megan Silks and pleased to induct Tacey Carter into the National Honor Society. I've been lucky enough to work with Tacey in student council and peer leaders, and I can confidently say that she is a hardworking student who always puts 100% into everything she does. Tacey demonstrates her dedication through her participation in Student Advisory Council, Global Scholars, International Club, and DECA. She has proven to be a leader in and out of the classroom, playing soccer, swimming, and participating in CrossFit competitions. When she is not at school or participating in extracurriculars, she is working as a barista and scooper at New City Micro Creamery. She spends her free time doing charity work for Rise Against Hunger, where they deliver meals to senior citizens. I know that Tacey has a bright future ahead of her, and she will make a tremendous impact in the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Tacey.
I, Lula Solomon Rohr, am pleased to induct Emily Chow into the National Honor Society. Emily is an impressive student. She has a foot in nearly every genre of activity. She coaches middle school girls basketball, teaches young girls about the STEM field, and coordinates the school's blood drives. She is a selfless helper of others, thinking first and foremost about the happiness and success of those she coaches and teaches. In addition to her extracurriculars, Emily is an accomplished student who is always looking to broaden her horizons. She is a virtuoso in computer science and math, described by her teachers as ambitious. Her ability in all areas of academia, as well as her interpersonal skills, will serve National Honor Society well. NHS is so lucky to have her. Congratulations, Emily.
Lauren Alford, am pleased to induct Joshua Curtin into the National Honor Society. Josh has been involved in many sports at Maynard High School. He played baseball in 9th grade and was on the track team in 10th grade. For the last 3 years, he has played soccer and has been a leader on and off the field. He participates in many clubs, including the Science Club, Ultimate Frisbee Club, and the Volleyball Club, showing his engagement in the school community. He is also a member of the Leaders of Change Club, demonstrating his commitment to making positive change at school. He is a hard worker and balances school alongside his work as a cashier at Market Basket. He has spent countless hours working as part of the tech crew for the telethon this past year. He will continue working with the telethon crew for this year's upcoming musical. His work on the sets of the plays for the past 2 years exemplifies his willingness to work with others towards a common goal. He is always ready to help classmates with their schoolwork and will be a great asset to the tutoring program. I know he will make a great addition to NHS and cannot wait to see what he accomplishes. Congratulations, Josh.
I, Sarah Alford, am pleased to induct Alex DeRobert into the National Honor Society. Alex has been a member of both the football and baseball teams since his freshman year, where he demonstrates his leadership and teamwork. He demonstrates hard work as a member of the DECA Club, which he has participated in for 2 years. Last year, he represented Maynard High School in the MIAA Sportsmanship Multimedia Contest, where he got first place. He is able to maintain high grades while being a student athlete, showing his devotion to learning. He is dedicated and a hard worker, and I know he will be a great addition to the National Honor Society. I'm so excited to get to know him this year. Congratulations, Alex.
I'm Monica Kells and pleased to induct Alex Gwatz. Alex is a hardworking athlete and a bright member of Maynard High School student body. Not only is he a member of the football and track teams, he's also captain of the indoor track team. Alex exemplifies diligent work ethic in both sports and academics and always has a good attitude. Not to mention, he can frequently be found at Green Meadow helping his mom out in her kindergarten classroom. NHS is lucky to induct someone as tireless and dedicated as Alex. Congratulations.
I, Harry Lenacek, am pleased to induct Liam Lawton into the National Honor Society. Liam is a hardworking student, but when he's not in the classroom, he is leading his peers as captain of the football, hockey, and baseball teams. I know Liam will be an excellent addition to the National Honor Society because of his ability to not only succeed in his own endeavors, but to motivate others to do the same. His continued achievements in academia and in the leadership positions he holds is impressive, and I believe that he has a bright future ahead of him. Congratulations, Liam.
I, Helen Clements, am pleased to induct Jillian McFarland into the National Honor Society. I have known Jill for many years, and I've been so lucky to watch her grow into the amazing person she is today. She is a dedicated softball player for teams in and outside of the high school. She always plays with determination and ambition and shows leadership as a captain of the Maynard team. If she's not on the field, she is either baking or hanging out with her friends who can vouch for her character. Her company always invokes laughter and joy. She is also a dedicated student who will not back away from an academic challenge. There is no one else more capable of taking on the responsibilities of NHS than her. Congratulations.
I, Sylvian Smith, am pleased to induct Nathaniel Mulroy into the National Honor Society. Nate has shown leadership and commitment to various clubs within Maynard High School. Nate has played soccer for over 10 years and has held leadership positions on those teams in recent years. Nate is also an involved member of both the music and WAVM community. In the music community, he is involved in both jazz band and wind ensemble, as well as in the WAVM community holding the position of operations general manager and participating in tech crew, which is a major component of the Beacon Santa Telethon that raises tens and thousands of dollars for charity. I've had the pleasure of participating in various sports events that Nate has participated in. He lights up those around him and exemplifies the true meaning of a leader, as well as someone who puts the community before themselves. I know that Nate will be an impactful NHS member because of his leadership, involvement in community service, and his academic excellence, and most importantly, his kind nature. Congratulations, Nate, and welcome to National Honor Society.
I, Tessa Gilligan, am honored to induct Hannah Peters into the National Honor Society. Hannah and I have been teammates in basketball since last year. Through these years, I have learned a great deal about Hannah and the person she is. She is committed and loyal, always seeking to learn more and improve as a player and a person, and prepared to lead and support her teammates whenever necessary. Hannah has shown leadership in her co-presidency of Leaders of Change and her dedication to improving and supporting the school and its students, as she is a member of Student Council and the Student Advisory Committee. She is a valuable member of the Maynard community, an excellent student, and now an asset to the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Hannah. NHS is lucky to have you.
I, Hannah Larkin, am pleased to induct John Michael Waldron into the National Honor Society. As Radio General Manager for WAVM and an active member of Tech Crew, John Michael's dedication and commitment to both his work and the betterment of his community is apparent in everything that he does. His participation in many musical ensembles as well as DECA shows his enthusiasm to actively engage in his community. Through his hard work, I know that John Michael will make an exceptional addition to the National Honor Society and will continue to make a positive difference in his school and community. Congratulations, John Michael.
I, Lily Wagasback, am so excited to induct Owen Wild into the National Honor Society. I have known Owen for a long time. However, he and I have grown closer in the past few years, and I feel as though I can say we have become better friends. Is that true? Okay, good. I now know that Owen is a quiet leader, but a leader nonetheless. He is a valued member of the varsity soccer and baseball team, also dabbling in Ultimate Frisbee Club. Owen's passions reach beyond the field and into the classroom. He is a hardworking student, a member of both Math League and International Club. Not to mention his dedication to WAVM, working behind the scenes for our school's musicals and telethons. A student, a leader, and simply a great person, Owen is a fantastic addition to National Honor Society. Congratulations, Owen. Owen.
Please give a warm round of applause to congratulate the newest members of Maynard High School's National Honor Society.
I would like to invite all past and present members of the National Honor Society to rise for the reading of the pledge.
All right. I pledge myself to uphold the high purpose of National Honor Society, to which I have been selected, striving in every way, by word and deed, to make its ideals the ideals of my school and of my life.
Thank you. That concludes our ceremony. The entire National Honor Society would like to thank all of our guests for this evening. Please join us in the cafeteria for refreshments. Before we head out to the cafeteria, we're going to take a group picture, so get your cameras ready. So why don't we line up in front of behind the table? Yeah. So you guys Thank you so much, and please join us in the cafeteria.